You could be holding a fortune and not even know it. These aren't just any dimes, they're ultra-rare coins worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars at real auctions. In this video, I'll show you the top 5 rarest US dimes that could make you a millionaire, if you know what to look for and where to find them. These coins have shocked collectors and changed lives. And yes, I'm giving you real auction prices and verified facts, not myths. So hit that like button and stick around, because the next coin you check might be worth more than your car or your house. Number 1. It may seem like just another ordinary coin in your change jar. But what if I told you that a single 1975 Roosevelt Dime, without a mint mark, could be worth more than a brand new luxury car or even a down payment on a house? Yes, this tiny piece of copper-nickel alloy has shocked collectors and auction houses alike with its insane value and rarity. Don't blink, because in the next few minutes, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable dimes in American history. In the mid-1970s, the United States Mint was busy preparing special coin sets for collectors, known as proof sets, which were struck in San Francisco and bore the S Mint mark to indicate their origin. But in a shocking twist of fate, a few 1975 Roosevelt dimes were struck for these proof sets, and somehow, mysteriously, were released without the S Mint mark. How did this happen? Mint errors of this magnitude are incredibly rare, and that's exactly why this dime has become the crown jewel of modern US coin collecting. What sets this dime apart isn't just its missing mark, it's the story and scandal behind it. Only 2 known examples of the 1975 NOS proof dime have ever surfaced. These weren't regular circulation coins found in spare change. They were part of specially crafted proof sets meant for collectors. Yet somehow, these coins escaped the watchful eyes of mint officials and landed in the hands of the public. This has created a frenzy in the numismatic world, where collectors now examine their sets under microscopes hoping to be the next lucky one. Collectors worldwide are obsessed with this coin for one simple reason: scarcity. Imagine this. Billions of dimes have been struck since 1975, but only 2 of this era coin have been found. That's rarer than most ancient coins, and it's modern. The combination of flawless mirror-like surfaces from the proof strike, the iconic portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, and the missing S Mint mark creates a perfect storm for high demand and sky-high values. Let's talk about value, because this isn't just pocket change we're talking about. One of the 2 known examples sold at public auction for more than $450,000. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $500,000 for one 10-cent coin. That's enough to pay off a mortgage or buy a dream car, and it could still go higher if another one ever surfaces. So how do you find this elusive treasure? Well, here's the key: you won't find it in your loose change. This dime only appeared in 1975's proof sets. If you have any proof sets from the mid-1970s, especially 1975, it's time to grab a magnifying glass and take a look at your dime. Focus on the area just below Roosevelt's neck. If there's no S Mint mark there, you may be holding one of the rarest modern coins in the world. Always check proof coins carefully, and consult with a professional coin grader if you think you have something rare. The condition of the coin is everything, especially for proofs. These coins must have deep cameo contrast, clean fields, and flawless surfaces to bring top dollar at auction. Even the smallest scratch or smudge can affect the value. So if you think you've got one, handle it with extreme care, and avoid cleaning or wiping it. Submit it to a reputable third-party grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. To every collector watching, let this video be your wake-up call. Never overlook a coin, especially in a sealed proof set. Always double-check for mint mark errors. And don't assume that just because a coin is modern, it's not worth serious money. The hunt for the 1975 NOS Roosevelt Dime continues. And with only 2 confirmed, the chances of finding another are slim, but not impossible. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's rarest dimes, smash that like button, share this video with your coin-loving friends, and leave a comment if you've checked your 1975 proof sets yet. Who knows, Maybe someone watching right now is sitting on a coin worth over $450,000. Keep hunting and stay curious. Number 2. Imagine owning a coin so rare, so legendary, that only 9 are known to exist today, and one of them sold for the price of a luxury penthouse. This isn't just an old dime from a forgotten pocket, it's the 1894 Barber Dime, a coin that has become the holy grail of American coin collecting. In just the next few minutes, you're going to discover a mystery wrapped in silver, a story that has stunned collectors for over a century, and a jaw-dropping price tag that will leave you breathless. Back in the year 1894, at the San Francisco Mint, something strange happened. Only 24 dimes were ever struck with the S Mint mark that year, and no one really knows why. Some say it was to balance the Mint's books. Others claim it was a favor to a wealthy friend of the Mint superintendent. But what we do know is this: 24 were minted, and only 9 have ever been found. The rest? Lost to history or spent in stores like ordinary coins. That mystery fuels the hunt and makes this dime one of the most desirable coins in U.S. history. What makes the 1894 Barber Dime truly unique is not just its ultra-low mintage, it's that this coin was never meant for general circulation. These weren't mass-produced like other coins from that era. They were special, precision-struck pieces intended for collectors or as gifts, and yet, somehow, a few slipped into the wild. One famous story even tells of a little girl who spent one on a dish of ice cream, a single act that turned a priceless treasure into pocket change. Now let's talk about design. This isn't just any dime. Designed by Charles E. Barber, the coin features Lady Liberty wearing a laurel wreath, with incredible detail and elegance that reflects the artistry of the 19th century. The reverse carries the iconic S Mint mark just beneath the wreath, the small detail that today can mean a difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Its elegant symmetry, sharp features, and legendary status make it a crown jewel for anyone lucky enough to see one, let alone own one. The 1894 dime isn't just rare, it's elite. The market for it is red hot, and serious collectors would trade entire collections just for a chance to bid on one. The condition of this coin matters immensely. Mint state versions are nearly impossible to find, and even slightly circulated examples can still fetch historic numbers. Every known example is tracked by experts. They are that valuable, and their histories are studied like fine art or ancient treasure. Now here comes the moment everyone's waiting for. What is the 1894 dime worth today? Well, the most recent auction of a high-grade 1894 Barber Dime brought a staggering sum of $1,977,500. Yes, nearly $2 million for one 10-cent coin. That's not a rumor, it's a verified, public auction result that proves this coin is more than just rare, it's priceless. So where do you even begin to search for this lost treasure? Start with old coin collections passed down through families. Estate sales, private collections, and even forgotten safety deposit boxes could hold surprises. Always check the date and look for the tiny S Mint mark below the wreath on the reverse. And remember, never clean an old coin, and if you even think you've found one, get it authenticated immediately by a top grading service like PCGS or NGC. To all the coin hunters and collectors out there, the 1894 dime is your dream, your goal, your mission. It may be the rarest dime in American history, but hope is never out of reach. This coin story teaches us that even the smallest pieces of change can carry the biggest stories and the biggest values. Thank you so much for watching and diving into this incredible coin journey. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite rare coin, and share this with someone who loves treasure hunting as much as you do. Maybe one of you is the lucky person to find the next 1894 Barber Dime, and if you do, it could be worth $1,977,500. Keep searching and keep collecting. Number 3. You might have one sitting right in your change jar right now, a coin so rare, so mysterious, that collectors are still shocked when it appears at auction. This is the 1967 Roosevelt Dime with no mint mark, and while most people overlook it as pocket change, the truth is, This dime could be worth thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. Stick around, because in just a few moments, you'll discover the fascinating truth behind one of the most sought-after era coins in modern history. Let's rewind to 1967, a time when the U.S. Mint was undergoing major changes. Just 2 years earlier, in 1965, the Mint removed silver from dimes and quarters due to rising metal costs. And with the Coinage Act of 1965, something else changed too. Mint marks were temporarily removed from all coins from 1965 through 1967 to discourage hoarding by collectors. That means every dime minted in 1967 was struck without a mint mark. But here's the twist. Some rare specimens from this year show unique strike qualities, die varieties, and potential transitional errors that have collectors scrambling to inspect every 1967 dime they come across. What makes the 1967 no mint mark dime truly special isn't just the missing mint mark. It's the hidden details that point to something more. Some of these dimes were struck with proof-like qualities even though no official proof coins were released that year. Others have extraordinary strike pressure or planchet anomalies, which point to special minting processes or early die usage. These subtle differences can drastically increase the coin's value and make them the target of advanced collectors who understand how to spot rare die varieties. The rarity of these special 1967 dimes lies in their condition and characteristics. With no mint marks used at all that year, finding a standard dime isn't rare, but finding one with frosted devices, mirror-like fields, or a deep cameo appearance is almost unheard of. And because there were no proof sets released in 1967, collectors couldn't get these from sealed government packaging. They had to search through circulation and uncirculated rolls to hunt them down. That adds even more mystery and value to these ultra-rare examples. When it comes to collector demand, the 1967 no mint mark dime in superb condition is in extremely high demand. Collectors who focus on full torch dimes, those with fully defined torch lines on the reverse, pay a premium for coins with full strike quality. The combination of full bands on the torch, minimal surface marks, and frosty luster can make this ordinary coin a star at major auctions. And with fewer and fewer high-grade examples surfacing each year, values continue to rise. So how much is one of these elusive 1967 no mint mark dimes actually worth? It depends on the coin's condition, strike, and rarity. But some exceptional examples, especially those with full bands and near mint perfection, have sold for over $5,000 at public auction. That's $5,000 for a 10-cent coin that millions of people would overlook every day. And if you happen to find one with strong proof-like features or a transitional error, you might just be holding something even more valuable. Now here's where it gets exciting for collectors. Start your search by looking through bank rolls, coin jars, or even old family collections. Focus on 1967 Roosevelt dimes that show unusually sharp details, a deep mirror finish, or strange die anomalies. If the coin looks unusually well struck or seems to stand out from others in color or luster, it may be a sign of something rare. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the torch. Full vertical and horizontal bands are a major bonus. And always store your finds safely, no wiping, no polishing, and get them graded by a top-tier service like NGC or PCGS. This is your chance to turn a simple coin into a major payday. Because while the average 1967 dime is common, the rare high-grade or error variety is anything but. The thrill of the hunt is very real, and you never know where the next valuable discovery will come from. Stay curious, stay alert, and remember, history and value are hiding in the smallest places. Thank you for watching this deep dive into one of the most fascinating dimes of the 20th century. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and drop a comment if you've ever come across a 1967 dime that looked different. You just might be sitting on something worth over $5,000. Keep hunting, and never underestimate what a single dime can do. Number 4. 1942 Mercury Dime with no mint mark. You might want to stop what you're doing and check your coin jar, because a simple 10-cent coin from 1942, with no mint mark, could be worth thousands of dollars if it's the right one. Yes, you heard that right. The 1942 Mercury Dime, struck in Philadelphia with no mint mark, has stunned collectors with its sky-high auction prices when found in top condition. This is no ordinary coin. This is a wartime silver treasure with hidden value most people miss. If you know what to look for, and where to look, you could be sitting on a rare dime that changes your life. In 1942, the United States was deep in World War II. While the world was at war, the U.S. Mint continued producing coins to support the economy and keep commerce alive. One of the coins produced that year was the Mercury Dime, a beautiful and iconic coin designed by Adolph A. Weinman. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of these dimes with no mint mark, and most went straight into circulation. But here's the secret. Only a very small number survived in flawless mint state condition, and that's where things get interesting for collectors. What makes the 1942 no mint mark Mercury Dime stand out is not just its age, but its stunning design and detail. The obverse features Lady Liberty wearing a winged cap, representing freedom of thought, often mistaken for the Roman god Mercury, which is how the coin got its nickname. The reverse features the Roman fasces, a symbol of unity and strength, wrapped in olive branches for peace. It's one of the most artistic and meaningful coin designs in American history, and collectors absolutely love it, but finding one of these coins in top condition is a real challenge. After all, they were used in everyday transactions, carried in pockets, and worn down over decades. That's why high-grade examples, especially those with full bands on the reverse torch, are so incredibly rare today. Full bands means you can clearly see all three horizontal lines on the torch, completely separated, no blending. This level of detail means the coin was struck with fresh dies and preserved with care, and collectors pay a premium for it. The 1942 Mercury Dime with no mint mark becomes ultra-valuable when it reaches the highest mint state grades, especially with the full bands designation. Even though it's not considered a rare date in general, the condition rarity drives prices through the roof. These coins are often hidden in old coin collections, passed down through generations, or forgotten in coin albums from the past, and that's exactly where you should be looking. Now let's talk about market value, and it's huge. A 1942 Mercury Dime with no mint mark, graded MS68 full bands by PCGS, has sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $19,975. That's nearly $20,000 for a single dime, smaller than a thumbnail, but worth more than many used cars. Even MS67 full bands examples have fetched over $2,000, and they continue to rise in value as collector demand grows. So how do you start the hunt for one of these incredible coins? First, look through old family coin collections, especially if you have any Mercury dimes dated 1942. Flip the coin over and look closely at the reverse. You should not see a mint mark next to the E in 1. That confirms it was minted in Philadelphia. Now, inspect the torch. Can you clearly see all three bands on both the upper and lower parts of the torch? If yes, and the coin shows bright luster and no signs of wear, you could be holding a valuable gem. Store it safely and submit it for professional grading to confirm its value. For collectors and coin lovers, the 1942 Mercury Dime is a shining example of why modern coin collecting is so exciting. A wartime silver coin with breathtaking design, historical significance, and serious market value. This is a coin every collector should know about. Its beauty, symbolism, and scarcity in high grades make it a permanent fixture in the world of U.S. numismatics. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this video. If you learned something new or got excited about hunting for rare dimes, hit that like button, subscribe for more expert coin videos, and drop a comment if you've ever found a Mercury Dime in your change or collection. Remember, the 1942 no mint mark Mercury Dime in MS68 full bands condition has sold for $19,975, and your next coin find could be the one that makes history. Keep hunting, stay curious, and happy collecting. Number 5. What if I told you that a simple dime from 1980, one you might have in your pocket or change jar right now, could be worth nearly $2,000? This isn't a myth or collector fantasy. This is real. The 1980 Roosevelt Dime with the D mint mark has surprised collectors and shocked auctions with its insane value when found in ultra-rare condition. In the next few minutes, we're uncovering the powerful truth about this modern coin and how it went from common to commanding big dollars in today's red-hot coin market. In 1980, the United States Mint was fully producing coins with a copper-nickel-clad composition, having moved away from silver nearly 2 decades earlier. The Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of Roosevelt dimes that year, and almost all were sent directly into circulation. These coins were used daily, tossed in jars, forgotten in drawers, but a very tiny number were preserved in pristine condition, with a sharp strike and stunning detail, making them rare treasures for serious collectors. The 1980 D Roosevelt dime isn't rare because of a minting error or low mintage, it's rare because of grade and strike. The most valuable versions of this coin are those that received the full bands designation from major grading services like PCGS and NGC. On the reverse of the coin, look closely at the torch. If you can clearly see all the horizontal bands fully separated and well defined, you might be holding something extremely valuable. This level of detail shows an unusually strong strike from a fresh die, something you don't see every day. For collectors, full bands dimes are a hot market, especially for modern dates where pristine examples are so difficult to find. Circulated 1980 D dimes are everywhere, but finding one with razor-sharp details, no nicks or scratches, full luster, and perfect full bands is a real challenge. And that's exactly what pushes the value through the roof. Extreme rarity in top condition, even for a coin that's otherwise considered common. When it comes to grading, every detail counts. The highest graded 1980 D Roosevelt dimes that earn MS-68 with full bands are nearly impossible to come by. Most coins from this year never survive in that state, which is why collectors are willing to pay top dollar when one appears at auction. These coins are often found in original mint sets or bank rolls that were stored away untouched for decades. And when they surface, the bidding wars begin. And here's the big question everyone asks: just how much can this dime really be worth? The answer might surprise you. A 1980 D Roosevelt dime, graded MS-68 with full bands by PCGS, sold at auction for an eye-popping $1,975. That's nearly $2,000 for a coin you could easily overlook. Even MS-67 full bands examples have sold for several $100s, depending on their surface quality and strike strength. So how can you find one of these hidden treasures? Start by searching through original US Mint sets from 1980. These are your best chance at finding an untouched gem. You can also check on circulated rolls, dealer stock, or even your own change. Use a magnifier to inspect the torch on the reverse for full bands. All 3 horizontal lines must be visible and separated. Also check for clean fields, no wear, and strong luster. If it looks exceptional, don't risk damaging it. Send it to a professional grading company immediately. This is why modern coins matter, because even a coin from 1980 can carry extreme value if the condition is right. Collectors today are hunting for perfection, and very few coins from this era qualify. That's why full bands dimes are in constant demand and continue to climb in value with every high-grade discovery. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel. If you found this video helpful or exciting, please like, comment, and share it with other coin lovers. You never know, someone watching right now might be holding a $1,975 dime without even realizing it. Stay alert, keep hunting, and remember, your next big discovery could be hiding in plain sight.